Welcome back to Trading with CJ. It's been a little while since we've done an update on metamaterials, formerly known as Torchlight Energy as well. Those two companies merged and now we have metamaterials. We've been covering this one since January time. The original merger got announced in December, okay? That was when this proposal was put across, having the combined companies. And yeah, we've been pretty much following it ever since. The merger happened just last week, okay? We'll give you all the updates on this. What is happening, was the sell-off expected, what's going on with the dividends, etc. And we're going to run through what is currently going on with this one, the latest updates and where we're at if you are currently a metamaterials shareholder or potentially looking at getting into this stock. And if you appreciate all these updates, please go ahead and smash a like and subscribe to my channel. We do have a free Discord as well, linked in the description or the pinned comment, and we have a metamaterials channel on there. So if you have been following this one with us on our channel for pretty much since January time, okay, last week we gave you a lot of updates around this one because we finally got what we've all been waiting for. The merger, okay, lots of hype around the merger. We did see this one go on a crazy run. And of course, as we expected, as with SPAC stocks, etc. and similar things, once mergers happen, it is a case most of the time, buy the rumor, sell the news. So we look at the metamaterial stock price. We can see at the time of recording it trades for under $7 a share. We're on the 1 month graph. We had a big spike Monday the 21st prior to the merger, okay, and it went up there, as you can see, to just under $20 a share. Now it was actually about $10, but we had on top of that a reverse split, which I will touch on in just a second. But we went on there to $20 on the share price. We are now down quite a lot since 66% since those highs, okay. Now the merger got announced, and basically anyone holding Torch would then hold Mmat, and as with that we see a sell-off. It traded like a SPAC stock. Metamaterials used Torch to get on the Nasdaq, and as with SPAC stocks we'd see a sell-off. Now when you add in a sell-off and you add in a reverse stock split, this was destined to fall, okay. Now fall in the short term, will this go on to long term? That is what many investors are in this one for, long-term investments into metamaterials. So reverse stock split, they had a 2-for-1. So like you see, the price is double on this, it was actually half. So $20 was actually 10 back then, and $6.74 would have actually been about $3.50 or something like that, okay, around $3.50. They did a 2-for-1 reverse split, so your price got doubled but you lost half your shares. For anybody that is wondering why they have half amount of the shares or an average price which is a lot higher than where they actually bought in, because your average of what you did buy in has doubled. That's why your price is very different. But yeah, we are seeing a sell-off right then. You can see the last week we are still seeing a bit of a drop, okay. On the 5-day chart, down about 30%, slowly being declined. People are selling out this one. They're bored of holding this one. People are holding this for two real reasons, okay. Well, there are three reasons, but most people are in it for two. One would have been the dividend, the preferred dividend, okay, from Torchlight, and the other one is the merger news. Both of which it's basically happened now. We do not have the dividend yet, although you cannot buy in now for the dividend, so that is no longer a catalyst for buying into this one. The third reason here is if you're a long-term investor in metamaterials, and those of you are still holding it if you are. So let's go through the latest updates on where we're currently at with this. As you guys know, we are now Mmat. If you hold Mmatf or Torch, your brokerage will now be showing Mmat. If it is not, then there is some real problems there. Contact your brokerage why we are not seeing Mmat. But your shares should now be Mmat. Following on from this, we are still getting a lot of news around this, okay. Traders' interest in metamaterials is heating up fast. This is an article from Investor Place. A lot of people track Investor Place, and they are still talking about this one. Despite selling off, people are still interested in metamaterials because it's definitely an interesting decision, okay. You can see, yeah, split decision for Torch. That goes on to talk about the reverse split, which was a massive bit of news. The meme pop and drop. Lots of people talking about this one being Wall Street bets, Reddit community, etc. following the potential short squeeze, which was always a risky and speculative thing if you were buying into this one for the short squeeze, which, as you guys can tell from the current price, hasn't happened, okay. Shorts haven't covered their positions. They've probably doubled it, if anything. So that's what's going on with this. We did get an update from metamaterials, okay. This was about a week ago now, providing shareholders on the exchange process and timing. We already know a lot of this has come to fruition now. We did get this. AST informed us today that they required reconciliations and share transfers cannot be completed on or until Friday the 2nd of July due to administrative procedures. Just a little update of what was happening with this one. Okay, what happens with reverse split, how many shares you receive, the 1.845 metamaterial shares, etc. But since then, metamaterials haven't really given us much, although Torchlight Energy have. Now, people are asking about the preferred dividend. We can see right here, preferred update, okay, DTC and attorneys getting preferred ready issue, working through minor issues and then should be on its way to all shareholders. Also, Torchlight is now in metamaterials. All updates on oil and gas assets will be done via PR on the Mmat. So the dividend is a major thing a lot of people are asking about. Okay, most of you probably do not see any preferred shares right now in your brokerage. Clearly, as they point out here, there are issues with that, but they're hopefully getting this out soon. Some brokerages have started issuing those preferred shares, but I imagine 90% of you guys watching this probably haven't yet seen the dividend shares come into your brokerage. Now, when you do get those preferred shares, they're not going to have a value to them. No point selling them because we don't know what the value is. The value will not come until they sell their oil and gas assets, which could be estimated between the $1 to $20 mark. We hope it's going to be high, which will make up for this crazy sell-off that we have seen. But time will tell, okay, it's speculation. It could be completely under your estimates. I would always say estimate on the lower end. That way, you could be in for a nice surprise if it is higher than that, okay? But yeah, preferred dividend, we should be getting that very soon. Now, on top of the preferred dividend issues, what else is going on this one is people are still complaining about the amount of shares they received from the reverse split. Remember, guys, you were going to receive half the amount of shares if you held Torchlight before, okay? And if you didn't hold Torchlight, you would receive 1.8 times the amount of shares if you held Mmatf. Although some people didn't receive that. You can see CEO here, George Palikaris. I would like to advise that interactive brokers, please make sure they work with the DTC and CDS to get the correct number of shares issued. We're getting complaints and from people looking into this. They say we'll be sharing further information on official PR to help further discuss the process of which described in our proxy circular. So people have been complaining. The only thing you can do at this point is contact your brokerage. Where the hell are your missing shares? Okay. Now remember, you are going to be seeing a lot less. Half is what you're going to be receiving. But if you aren't receiving that and it's some crazy number, then definitely contact your brokerage. Although by this point now, I imagine a lot of you have got your shares converted. We're just waiting here if there's going to be any real news. Once this one comes out of speculation, once the volatility dies down, once a dividend is paid, hopefully you can be long-term investment on this company because it is a good company to hold going forward, in my opinion. So yeah, we imagine this to be a sell-off, but that's just what's going on. Now, on top of all of this, you do still throw in all the rumours about the short squeeze, which is complete speculation. If I believed short squeeze, I would have also built my position. I've not built my position since January time, and I don't think this is a reason to be building a position, although there is still that rumour there nevertheless. And you can see this is from the metamaterials news page that would be following, not official metamaterials, just a page that gives us updates on what's going on. Threshold securities list is a list of securities that failed to settle in the 5 previous trading days. This could be the result of admin errors or naked short selling. It was implemented to reduce naked short selling practices. Some view this as a potential short squeeze. There is still that talk. I'll let you guys decide your thoughts on that one in the comments down below. We do actually have a bit of a catalyst coming up tomorrow. There is going to be a live webcast. Management will hold a live webcast presentation on Tuesday, July the 6th, which is tomorrow, to discuss recent events and Meta's future growth. Definitely going to look forward to that, okay? We are now holding metamaterials for the long term. If you bought into this one any time prior to early June, you will still be sitting on very nice gains, despite the crazy sell-off. However, if you did buy purely for the metamaterials news, you have to decide what you're going to be doing in your positions. Averaging down, it is risky, it is speculative. If the dividend comes up short, guess what? A lot of people are going to be selling. And even when those dividends come, although right now, even if you sell, you'll still get the dividends, people aren't quite 100% convinced on that. So people probably will sell once that dividend comes through. They have until the end of the year to sell those oil and gas assets. However, down the line, people will still sell because they have that dividend coming in. So just something else to consider. So there is going to be a lot of volatile days ahead for this one. We're probably going to see red for quite a while. However, if you don't mind holding, leave it, okay, to one side. If you really believe in this company, potentially look at averaging down. But that is solely up to you. So that's just our latest news around the Torchlight and metamaterials merger. The dividend shares should be coming in very soon. There's clearly been some issues with that. The merger has been completed, and if any of your shares do not look quite right, contact your brokerage because they are still working on some of those issues. So yeah, it's a little bit choppy waters for shareholders in this one, but is actually as to be expected as with any merger. But let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on this one. Are you looking to maybe average down your position? Are you buying in more? Or are you happy to just let this one run and see what happens in the coming year and plus, okay? Because all this talk around Elon Musk as well is definitely interesting for this company going forward. Thanks so much for watching. If you can smash the like and subscribe to my channel, we do have a free Discord as well. Link to that is in the description below, and a Patreon also linked down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time.